report from Republicans in the U.S. House claims a failure to plan led to the chaotic U.S. troop withdrawal.
Lawmakers will release the full report soon. News 8's Hannah Mordeau is here with some early details. Hannah, good morning.
Good morning. Well, CNN got a hold of that final draft, and it's very critical of the Biden administration. The report is from the House Republicans Foreign Affairs Committee. It says the Biden administration did not accurately portray what was happening on the ground. So here are some key takeaways. At the height of the United States withdrawal from Afghanistan, there were only 36 U.S. State Department officials at the airport to process Afghans who were trying to escape. That means there was around one officer for every 3,444 evacuees, despite claims that the U.S. had surged resources to handle the crowds trying to flee. The report also says men were on the majority of flights out of the country. Only 25% of evacuees were women and girls, and that often the flights took off at half capacity. At the same time, then Afghan President Ashraf Ghani also fled the country. He's accused of taking money with him. Yesterday, though, he sat down with CNN and says that's not true, and leaving was a split-second decision.
I was the last to leave, and the reason I left was because I did not want to give the Taliban and their supporters the pleasure of yet again humiliating an Afghan president and making him sign over the legitimacy of the government. Women, youth, and the poor are collapsing. Hope is gone. A sense of belonging is not there. The world needs to think in terms of its own interest. Do you want millions more of refugees to knock on your doors, or can you think about ways of stabilizing?
Republicans say they've requested transcribed interviews with more than 30 Biden administration officials, but they refuse to take part. Now, the State Department is pushing back, saying it provided over 150 briefings on Afghanistan and that the Secretary of State testified at 2 hearings. Axios reports also that the White House is planning to release a new memo defending President Biden. The memo argues that GOP's report is riddled with false claims and puts the blame on former President Trump for striking a 2020 deal with the Taliban. Both the State Department and the Pentagon have conducted their own reviews of that withdrawal, but neither have released any findings. August 30th will mark 1 year since the U.S. fully left Afghanistan. Back to you, Kylie.
Hannah, thank you.